dream voice, heart burns dry. You dream for a song that hits you so hard, filling you up, suddenly gone.
Welcome, Internet, to another episode of our fun one-shot Revolver Twitch stream. Before we start, as always, I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people and the Noongar people, traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. We are playing Starfinder today, with just a small group, and it's going to be fun, hopefully. So, Lachie is the GM today, so take us away.
Hi, kids. I'm the reason it's going to be hopefully good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. We've got my lovely players, Danielle, Erin, and Damien here today, playing classic game from a Starfinder Society module. So, let's jump in. You guys are currently sitting in the, what's it called, crew quarters, chilling over whatever paste meal that might have been injected from some kind of machine that's fed out. Should be delicious. Let's learn about your characters. You want Damien to start us off with your character?
Sure. I am. Sorry, just technical problems. Okay, I am Keskodai, the Shireen priest mystic. I'm a bug-looking creature, and I'm kind of very chirpy, likes to meet new people, and worships Pharasma, the goddess of the cycle of souls and death and the like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think that's it.
Catbutt, you want to go next?
I'm sorry, everybody. Hi, I'm Erin. Today I'm playing Cartr. She is a Technomancer.
Demea. Yeah, Demea Lashunta. So basically the Lashuntas, there are two different variants of them. One which is all about being smart and cool, and the other one that have more of a warlike traits and good at violence. The Lamea are the smarter ones, a bit booky and nerdy, and that's the particular breed you are.
Amazing. That checks out. Yeah. And you will see how they unravel as I play them and figure them out.
Nice. Danielle, you want to round us out?
All right. I am playing Altronus, a Kasatha scholar Solarian. So I'm a four-armed, kind of tall, vaguely humanoid alien. And to other Kasatha, I come across as really impetuous and reckless and fast-acting, but to other species, I'm fairly not chill so much as reserved. I think there's a bit of a Spock feeling going on here.
That's fair. Cool. I like the Kasatha have always reminded me like as if the aliens from Alien had children with a human, and they kind of get this weird mix. Anyway, so at this point in time, you are returning from a diplomatic mission from the planet of the axolotls. After much time and deliberation, spending time among them, you decided there's no way of peace and they have to be destroyed. So you send that message back to Starfinder. You don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, you're floating back out in space, traveling, waiting for your next mission to come in from Starfinder. What do you think you guys would be chatting about over your paste meal?
The color of the paste meal and the flavor of the paste meal do not appear to be linked in any reliable way. Does anyone know why that is? The machines do not make sense.
It's a very good question.
Yesterday, the purple paste was salty. Today, the purple paste is sweet. How can we choose a favorite flavor if we cannot determine the flavor from the color of the paste?
Well, I think the color of the paste is kind of irrelevant, considering that we're all going to die anyway. I mean, what does it really matter?
Everything dies. Keskodai. Everything dies.
You start getting a blink alert on the little intercom in the center, going doot, doot, doot. And a voiceover from your ship comes over. Attention crew, you have a message from Starfinder Command. Shall I play it?
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Very well. Message location origin, Lawspire Complex. Sender, Venture Captain Arvin. Message begins. And this hologram of a Lashunta like yourself comes up onto the screen. Green-skinned, and you would recognize this as Venture Captain Arvin. So he's basically your boss's boss. And he comes in. Thank you. I've received your message from the planet of the axolotls, and we shall be set to declare war on them pretty soon. In the meantime, a new area for the society is beginning. We have a new guild leader in the First Seeker, Ahilu, and he's determined to get the Starfinders back to doing what the society was formed to do: explore, report, and cooperate. This time, we wander the galaxy, and we'll see what's got in store. As such, I would like you to attend to these coordinates. And he sends up a, map of a solar system, and there's a small planet circling an enormous sun, looping around. Our next target is a world named Iski. It's named after the first agent who recorded it. The planet orbits near an old red dwarf star out in the vast. We know it's habitable, and it has a standard atmosphere and gravity, as well as a complex ecosystem. What we do not know if there's any sapient life or settlements, or anything else on it, really. The file on Iski is pretty thin. Your mission is to travel to Iski, conduct an orbital survey, and complete that to confirm if there's any sentient life or whether we need to find a potential place. We could set up another Starfinder location. If you're going to be in the vast, that means any transmissions you send could take weeks to get back here. But for you, if there's something happens out there, we'll be there as quickly as possible. We at the Starfinder Society we at the Starfinder Society know that cooperation is part of the job description. So you do your best out there, and if you run into a problem you cannot handle, return immediately and send us a signal, and we'll support you as soon as we can. Good luck, adventurers. And then
yes, Captain.
The thing blinks off. You would know that that's a pre-recorded message, but sure.
Out of respect.
Out of respect, absolutely. Good old Venture Captain Arvin. The ship comes over. Shall I lock in those coordinates?
Yes.
Excellent.
We're all fully stocked after our trip to the planet of the axolotls.
Yeah, you have a collection of food and supplies and things. And you're about to enter the vast, which is basically a space between our dimension and the next dimension. All the ships in this area have basically been added this. It's almost like a hyperdrive, but it basically spits you into the vast, and then you travel through there for a certain amount of days at random, and then you get spat out somewhere near where you want to be. So can I get a D6 from someone who wants to tell me how many days it's going to take to get there?
Shit.
I'll roll. 1.
Yay!
Go ahead. Calculating time. Estimated arrival 24 hours. Thank you for flying Delta.
Thank you for flying us.
You guys have a 1 day period, estimated 24-hour countdown, as you come in towards this giant Death Star. While you're flying, does anyone want to give me any rolls if they know anything about this planet? I can accept a few different varieties of things. Let's see what we got. If anyone's got culture or life science, mysticism, physical science, or piloting.
I got life science. Life science.
Life silence?
Life science?
I can do
you
life
now.
science.
Yeah. Well, now you have the option of... Yeah, no, that's fine. You can just roll it. Give it a go.
I get a -5 to DCs when it's about xenobiology, so
Yeah, that's perfect. So, yeah, so whatever the DC is, it'll be reduced.
probably not enough.
Mimi, get out of my face.
What'd you roll?
That is an 11 in total.
Oh, so close. Yeah, I don't think you know any particular facts about the planet Iski, unfortunately. Anyone else want to try for something?
Yeah, I would like to try life science as well.
Yep.
I reduced the DC by 5
Ooh,
to
you got that treat as well.
identify rare creatures.
Yeah, that...
Oh,
Oh, look, I mean, I'll see if it applies. Go on.
so with the nat 19 plus 14, that's a lot.
Ooh,
Holy
that-
hell. Okay, yeah.
Super success.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, so judging from your research in books and histories, you would know. The guy who discovered the planet, that as from their initial orbital scans, they don't believe that there's any record of there's no the common animals that are you find throughout the galaxy because they've evolved on similar methods. This has not applied to this planet. They haven't found any trace of anything similar or any ecosystem or, flora or fauna that have been similarly created throughout the universe than on Iski. So Iski has its own, I say, biome and evolutionary structure. And so you would know that from your history. You'd also know that it's very unusual for life to evolve on a planet that orbits so close to a red dwarf star. And it's even more unusual that there would be any life on the planet at all. So it just doesn't. That is a really odd occurrence that they've detected life, but being so close to this red dwarf star, it shouldn't happen. It just shouldn't be there. So that's what you know from that life science.
I relay all that information back.
Nice.
So you're saying there's a chance that there might be life there?
It has been detected, yeah. She would know that from information she pulled from books. But yes, if that's in character, then I apologize.
That was in character, but
Yep,
yes.
got it.
Most curious.
So there's a chance of life. I love meeting new people. Let's go.
Nice. Yeah, and so if anyone else wants anything else, there's a culture, mysticism, physical science.
I've got mysticism plus 13.
Yeah, you can roll it.
And reduce DC by 5 if it's a religious thing.
Okay.
Where's my D20? That's a 19.
19. Okay. As you are flying towards the planet and, in prayer and something like that, you get this really weird foreboding feeling about Iski, that there's a powerful magical threat on the planet, but you're not sure what it is. You just get these flashes that appear to you as you're flying there in meditation.
There's a powerful magical threat. All right, I'll relay that on to the team.
Magical threat.
How well do you think we are equipped to handle magical threats at this stage?
Well, us ourselves seem to be quite, I wouldn't say magic-based. But I think we have to try. We've been sent here to do a job, so we must at least attempt said task.
It would depend entirely on the nature of the magical threat. A magical threat, for example, that comes in the form of a magic user, we might be able to negotiate effectively, one way or another. A magical threat that comes in the form of a rogue deity, perhaps not.
So I believe what you're saying is we should probably go down and assess said threat to figure out whether it is a threat and how magical said threat is.
Almost certainly.
I think
Excellent.
you'll be sound, and the Lady of Graves will protect us.
Well, your lady's not my lady, so she will protect you, and I will let my generals protect me.
Ah, I know you jest.
Now, out of curiosity, do you guys want to assign roles to the ship? There are roles such as the person who is in charge of the gunning, like shooting things. You have a science officer, you have a captain, you have a pilot, you have a magic officer, you have the engineer, I think, are the main roles there. Each one does certain things. The science officer is usually good at detecting things on the ship, scanning planets. Captain can help boost the skill of anyone else. Gunning is shooting and firing. Piloting is its own skill. Just check your skill list and see if you have anything that
I have so computers +4, engineering +11, piloting +9.
Anyone else have piloting?
No.
No. Oh, I got +5, so not as good.
Nice. Were you happy to be the pilot there?
I would love to be the pilot, DM
Nice.
captain.
Love it. Love it.
I'll be what was the magic one? I'll be the magic dude.
I've just completely forgotten the name. The
Magic officer?
It's not magic officer, but there is it might be magic officer.
Magic man.
Yeah. I've just completely blanked. I said the name a second ago. Anyway, yes,
Magic dude.
magic officer.
I henceforth am known as Magic Dude.
Yeah, no, magic officer. Basically, you're able to interface with the ship mentally and use it to scan far reaches with your mental powers.
Can it just be canon in One-Shot Revolver that all my characters just have a cat and they're just always around, like no matter what character I play?
It is magic officer. The magic officer is the term.
Oh, amazing.
Well done. All right, cool. Danielle, you feel like being a gunner or a captain, or what do you feel in the ship here?
Well, I mean, I've got diplomacy and a xenobiology specialty, so that doesn't really scream gunner to me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right, that's cool. No,
I don't know if I have any gunning skills.
It'd be your dex mainly. So if you check your
dex is pretty average.
Yeah,
12. So
yeah, it's not great, but it's fine.
I mean, I can be the gunner.
No,
I will happily step up, but I'm not sure the crew wants me to.
Do you think this crew, does one of you take the role of captain at points, or is it purely a democracy?
My character is always looks for a captain. Oh.
Yes. I probably could take the role of captain at least some of the time with diplomacy.
All right, Altronus, you are the captain of this here vessel. So easy done. All right, that's cool. Just wanted to get some hierarchy here.
Oh dear.
Beautiful. All right, so as you make your way through the ship, is there anything else anyone wants to do in particular as you're flying over the next 20-something hours?
Fly the ship well and successfully and do my job.
Slap that autopilot button. Nice.
I don't trust it.
Just keep taking those stay awake pills.
Yeah.
I got it. I got this. All right, great. So after your trip, maybe you give me a piloting roll just for fun.
Oh shit! All right, let's go. Yeah. 16.
16. That's pretty good. I'll say you end up there an hour earlier. It takes 23 hours instead of 24.
Oh. You said 24.
Nice.
I'll do it in 23. Wait.
Yeah. So you get spat out near this giant red dwarf sun, and you see the planet in question, and your ship's able to make its way over to there. Basically, your request is to make an orbital survey of this planet and then perform a surface scan. So normally you do that. You've got a probe attached to your ship. You fire it down and then gently land it upon the planet's surface to do some what's it called? Scouting.
Scanning.
Yep, scanning, scouting. So let me see here. All right. Let's jump in. So as you approach the planet and you jump into its orbit, it is a green planet. Mainly, there is a large collection of different biomes, which is almost unheard of for being again so close to the sun. You've got mountain peaks, forests, jungles. There's the ice caps on the the polar ends. You've got a huge variety of different biomes over the whole planet. And I think that's it. I mean, it's apart from swamps, deserts, rivers, valleys, jungles, and grassy plains. Do you want to do? Someone wants to jump on the computers and do a scan of the planet. Who's got a decent computers?
I think I do.
+5, not much for me.
+14.
Holy hell!
Cameron, I got this.
All right, you actually get a +1 from the computers as well. So
amazing.
The ship's computer gives you a slight bonus.
23.
23. All right.
Wait, 24 with +1.
Ooh. All right. You notice that as you scan the planet, you notice there are no advanced signs of advanced technology or even any settlements of any kind on this planet. It's rich in plant and animal life. So if there are any sapient species there, they're very good at hiding themselves. So basically, you kick a few buttons and the ship's computer begins to make a detailed map of the planet. It's got a really slow loading bar, so you can probably expect it to take another 18 hours for the thing to for the scan to complete. But with a 24, you notice that there is these large storm clouds that seem to circle the planet quite rapidly and with precise movement. So as you're scanning the planet, you're watching these giant clouds that vary in different shades of purple most of the time, circling the planet, covering the biomes, and they have a huge amount of considerable cloud cover, and just sparks of lightning shooting out of them.
Is it safe? Does it feel like it's safe to go through?
You could give me a physical science scan on it.
Physical science.
Have you got physical science in your collection of skills?
I do. All right.
Roll it out.
It's under the cat.
Bonus.
That is a 16 plus
16. Okay.
kitty bat bonus.
The ship senses detect anomaly. You notice that as this storm is moving across, there's a dense material of stone or metal in geometric patterns that appear inside this storm cloud. It seems to be almost a man-made object potentially, but it's hard to detect. Your computer's not making sense of it. You also notice what appears to be maybe a building or some kind of structure on the planet's surface in one of the locations. It's located in a jungle, which, hang on. Yeah, it's located in a jungle, so you could potentially be a good landing site for the ship's probe.
Cool. I relay that information back to Captain, and Captain, our technology is better. We are better. Excellent. Let's travel forth, if you wish.
If it seems safe, we should probably send the probe down to that building. It would be very curious if there had been sapient life here and no longer was. Also, out of character, do any of the patterns that the computer was picking up in that cloud mean anything to me? Have I seen anything like that in my journeys?
Yeah, you could roll me I'll give you a culture roll or a physical science roll. The culture roll will be slightly harder, but you can give me a go of it. You got better points in it.
Don't have either of those listed under skills, so it's...
Okay, just give me a wisdom roll.
All right.
Roll.
Let's
see.
see.
Pretty well to get stuff.
17.
17. looking at the materials, you've seen some cultures with similar type of, it's similar when you'd see the Egyptians and the Aztecs. They both have the pyramids of a similar design, but it's like you've seen that type of thing, but you can't, associate this exactly with any particular, race or credence.
Okay.
Captain, have you heard of the old tale of Serenity, where a bunch of space cowboys went to a planet and everyone was gone and missing because something went wrong?
That sounds remarkably like many stories I've heard.
But this one in particular is very good, except for when favorite people die.
The computer's AI came over. I started watching that, but when I heard the show was cancelled, I decided I didn't want to watch it any further, for disappointment led ahead.
That is fair.
All right, so basically you can hit a button and the probe shoots off, and it starts hurtling towards the planet. I'm going to need a piloting check to easily navigate the probe to the planet's surface.
Piloting! Hi! Do you guys see that roll?
I saw the cat.
Oh, right. Sorry. I almost threw it behind me and then it hooked around and landed on a nat 20.
Amazing.
But I'm being honest. I don't know whether I rolled it because it just stayed on my hand the whole time.
All out. Rule of cool. Why not? If it keeps happening, I'm going to be more curious. So this probe kind of hurtles towards a ball that kind of folds out and gets these little legs and rockets to be like a new age land rover. It passes through the thick clouds in the sky and illuminated by a glowing lightning storm. As it passes through a small flock of flying creatures that look like armor-plated bats, these creatures start swarming and trying to attack the probe, but you're able to use your nat 20-like skills to dodge and vastly get out of their way before they cause any damage to the probe itself. So it quickly outpaces them and descends towards the chosen site. Give me a perception check as the probe is flying down, if you're in charge of it there. Erin?
Yeah, no. You found my skill. I don't have anything on. Alrighty. Wisdom. Way. A 7.
7.
Maybe someone else should take a look.
That's all right. Cool. So as you're flying down and dodging things perfectly, you actually increase your speed a bit too quickly, and you're unable to catch any details beyond the presence of this structure that's you're hurtling towards. But you manage to land it safely with your skills, and come down safely onto what appears to be this carved out, almost stone carved out area. As the probe lands and starts coming out, a camera comes out from it and looks through the area, and it seems like a reasonably easy mission. You're searching the area, everything looks okay.
Can I pass things through the probe?
You cannot. Not unless you've got some cool spell that can do it.
No.
No. All good. All right. So yeah, as you search the area, you seem to, as you're rolling up, you're going around these stairs and this weird man-made complex. It looks almost like old ruins. I mean, it's very unlikely that this was formed naturally in any way. There's pillars and maybe a glimpse of gold appears on the screen. But your computer comes over the system like, warning, the storm appears to be taking the ship, lightning approaching. Can I get all the cool kids to roll me a where is that thing?
What's that noise? It sounded very technical.
Give me a computers check. Who wants to be in charge of computers?
I assume I'm piloting, so I
You are
can't.
piloting, so I'm going to need... Yep.
I will.
Excellent. I have no bonuses to computers, so it should not be me.
That'll be a 15.
Nice.
Oh, unfortunately, it is a DC 18 check.
No!
No.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you, as you run towards the computer to, find out what this scan is, this giant beam of lightning kind of sparks up from the planet's, the cloud on the planet and engulfs the entire ship, frying circuits.
Yeah.
And it's quickly burning through the ship's shields and flying sensors, damaging the outer hull.
No!
I know. So we're going to count that. All right. As the ship's damaged and you start to feel the whole thing jostle and tilt, the gravity from the planet's orbit starts pulling you in, and you can instantly tell that this is probably not a ordinary storm of any kind. So feel free to start jumping around rolls as you can. I need to get a magic officer or mysticism check to try and figure out what's going on with the storm.
Yeah, that'll be me. Mysticism. Ooh, that's a 28.
Way!
Amazing. Yeah, okay, so great. So as you, as this spark is flying out, you kind of get those visions and flashes that you had before of the foreboded warning. And you can figure out that this storm is some kind of artificial magic effect that's thousands of years old. And it's fed through some ongoing evocation magic, and it has powerful transmutation effects, and it caused the storm to randomly shift between several states. So as you're watching these lightning bolts fly past, they start turning into fire, and fire starts blasting up the side of the ship, and then other parts of the ship start freezing over, and you're like, oh my god, this is crazy. So yeah, that's you gain that information, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I relay that information.
I feel at this time we should send an urgent message to Starfinder Command.
Amazing.
I'm going to try to do that.
Yeah, no, great.
So 2 weeks to get there.
Yeah, but at least they'll know not to send someone else who's in the same role.
Yeah, touche.
Yeah, fantastic. What do you say? What's your message?
Planet Iski is highly dangerous and is subject to an ongoing magical evocation effect. It is attempting to pull our ship down to the planet. We are in imminent danger of crashing. Do not expect further communications, as we may or may not still be here. Please send assistance as soon as possible.
We did not fail! Did you send that through?
I'm going to see if I can attach the planetary scan that we did to the message.
Kisses and hugs. Please do not forget to feed my plant.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And in fact, I'm going to give you inspiration for that. So when the time comes, you can roll 2d20s and take higher, because that's very clever. All right. So the ship's being pulled into the gravity, and the upper reaches of the storm appear. Incredible forces batter the ship and wreak havoc on the systems. I'm going to need someone to do an engineering check to try and control some of the damage to stop other parts of the ship failing, see if you can keep the engine running.
Am I still piloting the drone?
You can. I mean, you can pilot the drone if you so desire. You've got a link to it.
Can I land the drone?
The drone is landed. It's like it's a ground runner. So you're actually
good.
you've managed to land it on the ground safely.
All right, I'm worried about my baby, so if that's cool with you guys, I'd like to run to engineering.
Yes, you are the engineering person.
Do it.
Nice. Yes.
Nice quick question, Lachie.
Yeah.
Does the gravity feel like gravity, or does it feel more like a tractor beam kind of dragging us in?
You could roll me a physical science check if you've got that. Otherwise, straight intelligence.
Intelligence, yeah. Oh, that one.
Oh,
Oh no.
hate to see it.
What is gravity? Can someone please remind me what gravity is?
I think you maybe just you took a hit to the head as you were, buffeted by the storm. Can't think of anything. Everything's spinning. All right. So as your pilot runs away from down the corridor to get to the engineering bay, the ship starts spinning out of control. And what did you roll for your engineering?
22.
22. That's pretty good. How many successes is that? 2. 1, 2. Cool. All right. Yeah, you managed to kick the thing in and I'm giving her all I got. And the engineer restarts and the thrusters kick in, avoiding collision with a high mountain peak. The storm has caused a lot of damage to the internal systems, but you basically realize that you must land, but you can land. So doing pretty well there. So does someone want to jump into the pilot ship as this is being repaired by the engineer?
I got +5, so I'll do it.
Yeah, cool. So you jump into the piloting seat.
Yep.
That's fine. Just remember you're there for a second.
Yep.
All right. So as you kick the engines in, you start skimming across the surface of Iski. Basically, Danielle, do you want to give me a survival check to try and find a good spot as you're looking out the window with the computer systems down? It has to be visual checks.
All right.
Give me a survival check to find a suitable landing place.
Not perception?
I could allow a perception, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Survival's on wisdom, and we're not going to do well.
All right.
So perception gives me a 16.
Okay. All right, cool. Straight up, the surface is flying too quickly. You can't spot any useful landing site, which not great. You're coming in hot. The message over the intercom says message sent. So that kicks in. But you realize pretty quickly the starship's about to crash, and you must attempt a piloting check. Now, as the captain, you can use your captain ability to boost someone's skill. So you can either yell at Keskodai and say, do better, or, I'm going to rip your throat out. Or you can encourage them and say, hey, do good. It's going to require a skill check on you to be able to do one or the other. You can either do an intimidation check for the difficult one. If you succeed, he gets a +4. If you fail, he gets a -2.
Okay.
Or you can just encourage with a DC, let's say it's a DC 12, what's it called? Diplomacy type roll.
I mean, diplomacy is going to be a much better choice because I have actual skill points in diplomacy.
Nice.
So diplomacy it is.
All right, roll it out.
Did you say that I had inspiration that I should be using?
You have it. If you want to use it on this, then you can.
I feel like not crashing would be a good use for it.
All right,
so
sounds good.
I'm going to do that. So we have a 19 diplomacy for...
Yeah, fantastic.
You can do it, Keskodai.
You encourage Keskodai. You feel encouraged by your captain. You get a +2 bonus onto this roll.
Is it a pilot check?
Piloting check, yes.
Piloting check. Ooh, that's a 24.
24. That's good. All right, great.
24, yep.
2 successes.
I knew you could do it.
You managed to, pull this thing up really carefully and, find a reasonable area with few trees to destroy. And you managed to land smoothly in a marsh. For the moment, the ship seems stable. And so you've basically touched down on the surface. As you gather your bearings, you start to feel the ship start to tilt and sink into the marshy ground. You don't know how much time you got. Does anyone want to take an action while your ship is here?
As in, is our ship going to sink?
Quite possibly.
Can we repark it?
Maybe you can give me a computers check, or give me a computers check.
Alrighty. Ooh, 25.
25. Let me check.
Wow.
You can detect that there is probably not enough time to get the ship airborne again before it is engulfed by this quicksandy mush. What you realize with that computer's check, though, is that you currently have probably 5 rounds before the ship is sunk completely into this ground.
Now, quick question. Does the ship weigh more than 100 pounds?
Just barely. Yeah, it's a 101-pound ship. Oh, that's terrible. No, it is several tons.
All right, so flight won't work on it then.
Yeah. So as you're all, I'm assuming you're all going to be up in the, Keskodai and Altronus are up the island, and then Cartr was down in the engineering bay, down there trying to smack our ship up. But you feel the front of the ship just drop down really quickly, and as it collides with the earth, the front of the ship, like the window shatters because of the previous damage taken from the storm, and water and sludge start seeping in through this through the front of the ship. And you, with that computer's check, you can alert the people at the other end, the Cartr, that you probably have about 5 rounds to get out of here. So we're going to put you in initiative. Everyone give me an initiative roll.
Abandoned ship.
What did you do to my ship? That's the worst roll. All right, I got a 2.
20.
17.
Back in a sec.
2, 17. And what was yours, Danielle?
20.
20. Nicely done. What a captain.
And for a reason.
Alrighty. So as that's all hip and cool, let me bear with me, banter for a second. All right, so and amazing. Keskodai, what's your dex bonus for your initiative?
Ooh, I don't like that question.
Yeah, I know. It's not a good one.
+1.
Great. All right, Altronus, you're up as water and sludge start to fill up from the top of this of the ship coming through.
Right. Given that the windows are broken, we don't really need to do an environment scan to check that we can breathe the air on this planet.
You would know that from your previous computer scan that the atmosphere is stable. I think the captain mentioned that actually. What's his name? Venture Captain Armin.
Venture Captain.
Venture Captain mentioned that the atmosphere was breathable.
Right. I would like to get a download or printout of the map that we scanned of the planet and see if I can pinpoint where we are on it.
All right, beautiful.
So we can find things.
Give me a perception roll.
Okay. No flat surface to roll on. Like, it hit halfway between a 9 and a 19. Oh, joy. Either of which would have been better.
Oh, God. Okay, cool.
Perception +5. So that's an 8 in total.
Alrighty. What I would tell you is that you would know that you could get that information quite easily and store it on a data pad. Under the captain's chair, there is a data pad that is usable in such a situation, but it appears to have been moved away into the sludge and must be underneath this dirt somewhere. So reaching around, you're only able to find it. So within this room, you know there's a data pad, but you don't know where. That's good. Yeah. I will allow you to use your action to search for it. So you can give me another perception roll.
Yeah,
that's what you want to do.
I think that's what I want to do.
I like it.
And let's try a different dice this time. Nope. I've got bad dice lies. I've tried 6 different D20s and I haven't rolled above a 10.
Nice. So what'd you roll then?
That was a 2, which gives me a total of 7.
Ah, great. That you can't find it in the sludge.
Nope. I find nothing except mud.
Nice. What you do notice with that 2, however, is a pouring in through the window appears to be this crab-like creature.
Oh dear.
Is glowing blue and has long, pincers and a reasonably thick, husky body. And it seems to be somewhat hostile. It's going to come up and try and take a swing at you as it emerges straight from the murky substance filling up this room. Let's do an attack. Does a 12 hit you?
I do not believe that it does.
No, your AC is something else. But sorry, it's against your KAC. Now in Starfinder, we have a KAC and an EAC. So the EAC is your energy armor class, and your KAC is kinetic. So when you're being hit by, say, lightning, lead plasma bullets, that type of stuff, you'd be using your energy. And if you're being hit by a sword, it's kinetic. So being smacked down by a giant crab claw, it's going to be kinetic AC. So KAC.
A 12 does not hit me.
Amazing.
16.
Awesome. Great. And that is their turn. Keskodai, you see your captor being attacked by this blue crabby looking thing. What do you want to do?
Keskodai feels some kind of kinship with this creature as a bug and concentrates. My dear friend, we mean you no harm. What can we do for you? And I cast limited telepathy. I can communicate telepathically with creatures within 30 feet that share a language with him.
Nice.
Depends what he speaks.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. You get no response apart from chattering. Give me an intelligence check or life science, one of the two.
Ooh, 11.
11. Yeah, I'll give that. You would know that this creature doesn't seem to have any intelligent thought.
Okay. So I think I can do that at will. So I still get another action.
Fine. I'll give you that as a free action. That's fine.
Free action. Yeah. Okay. How far away is it?
From you, what? Less than 10 feet. I mean, you could take a 5-foot step around that. Well, you can't get around that table, but yeah, you can get to it. But keep in mind that this area is filling up with water rather rapidly. So, yeah.
Very good point. Very good point. I think I'm just going to shout, "We must get out of here and run for whatever exit there is."
Nice. All right. So here are your main 2 sliding doors. You can go straight up there and continue all the way out of this thing. You would know that your normal exit would be over here. This is your down to the south on the starboard side. You have a airlock that you can access and get out of. The ship, however, is tilting towards the starboard side. So, yeah, that may be underwater very quickly.
The closest one, I think.
Yeah, that is your closest point to get out.
Yep, let's go.
Cool. All right, so you can make a run out of here and just go straight up. So feel free to move you can move 2 movements. You've got 30 feet of movement. I'll say the doors are open currently because of Cartr running through them.
Yep.
But feel free to move your 30 to 60 feet.
Which one's me?
Keskodai.
Oh, there. All right, so where was I going?
So down here is the airlock towards the south. So
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
How many squares?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to get to there. That would be your maximum distance.
Well, so I can get there?
That is the what's it called, life pods. So yeah, so down further. This is the airlock.
Ah, there's the airlock. Okay.
Yeah.
So go there.
You can make it to there. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Awesome. Love it. As you're running away, you see this other creature emerge from the murky waters to take another swing. No. Natural 20. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
I know. Straight against you. It is not too much damage. Only 6 damage against your body as you take a massive hit from this crab claw. No imitation crab here. So take 6 points from your stamina, which I believe is your
All right.
red 1, maybe.
Yeah. Stamina 32.
Yep. So you can just drop that back to
26.
26. 20. Yeah, that's right. Good. Look at you, math.
I've done this before.
Cartr, you are up. I'm going to say from your area, you notice. Actually, give me a computer's roll. I'd love to hear you, but you're on mute.
Oh, good. I haven't said anything intelligent. 17.
17. Great. All right. So you notice that your ship has taken reasonable damage from the landing and the storm. Water is pouring in through the starboard side. You appear to have holes in the hull on the both the port and the starboard, but the port is currently in the air. This is what your computer readout from your data from the wall data pad is giving you. So you could potentially exit the side of the ship up through this here bedroom.
Yeah.
And that would give you access to the outside world. There are also holes all along this hull.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to do?
Are there any escape pods around this area?
Nope, the escape pods are all up in A2.
Balls. What's in the engineering room?
You want to give me a little search around?
Is search perception or is
Perception, yep, give me some perception.
Damn it. 15.
15. That's pretty good. Okay. You would notice probably the easiest thing for you to spot is the porter drone. So basically, it is a floating disc that kind of can support a. This sturdy medium drone is designed to haul loads and assist with laborious tasks. Most porter drones resemble scout humanoids with large treaded wheels at the bottom of 2 thick legs and a smooth faceplate with 2 optical sensors. Their only features. They act as the porter drone acts as a combat drone for a level 1 mechanic, but basically you can just give it 20 bulk to hold and it will carry it for you. So there is one of those in here that you could use quite easily.
Amazing. All right. I'd be like, well, I'm going to save something. So I point to him. You're coming with me. And
Nice.
then I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'll move.
I'm going to give you a porter drone, and it's going to be this guy.
To escape.
Porter drone, but whatever. I'm going to give you control of this. Basically, yeah, you spend your action turning him on, and controlled by. Yeah, great. So you can move this guy, and he will follow you. And you've got the power over him now.
Cool.
Nice.
How fast does he move?
He can move 30 feet.
I'm very tempted to just let him carry me.
Yeah, he very well could.
Nah, wrong character.
All right. Altronus, you're in.
All right, I'm currently in the bridge with 2 crab monsters that are trying to eat me.
Yep.
This does not seem like a good thing. So I'm going to follow Keskodai out. Do I need to retreat?
Yeah, you can use the
defensively?
disengage action, to get out of there. So you'll only be able to move 30 feet, but you can get out.
Okay. Also, at the beginning of my first round of combat, which this technically is, I have to choose a stellar mode.
Yep.
So I'm going to choose photon mode, which is the damage one.
Yep, the Solarian. So basically your previous round was your first one, and so I'll give you that.
Okay.
So you're already charged 1 round. This can be your second round of charging as you tune into the universe and absorb its powers.
I tune into the universe thinking about stars rather than black holes. And then I move. So 30 foot is about half the distance.
Yeah, 6 squares.
There-ish. Yeah, so kind of there.
Amazing. Cool. That
uses my full action, doesn't it?
Full action, yeah. Action to disengage, and then you can move your movement after that. The crabs, let's give them intelligence roll to see if they can figure things out. One of them decides to come after you.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah, but he doesn't have enough power to attack. So he's chasing you along the corridor, getting his claws in, like clonk, 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 clonk. Mud and guts dripping out of him. And that'll be his movement. Keskodai, what do you want to do?
I'm running for the exit. So I will go. Where's the exit again? Sorry.
You've got this is the airlock. So you basically go in there, seal one door, and then the other one will open after that one's sealed.
All right, I'm jumping out.
Nice. Well, yeah, that's as far as you can get. So because this door won't open until this one's closed. So you would have had to use your action to open this one. But yeah, you can do that. Cool.
You could grab some, useful things on your way out.
He's just running.
Food, water.
Food.
Why? You've got all this dirty muck right here. You can drink that and live off it. It's basically, it's got to be more delicious than your usual paste.
The Lady of Graves will provide.
Oh.
We're going to be eating crab monster, aren't we?
We're going to kill him first.
There's nothing to fear, my friends.
The other crab kind of sinks back into the water. You don't know what it does, but it does that as the water starts pouring out through the door. Cartr, you start hearing banging coming from this wall as a claw pierces through it. You hear the can opener sounds as one of these giant blue claws pierces through the door, and that appears behind you.
That's rude.
It can't currently make it through. It's on its way through, but that's where it is. Yeah.
Okay. Is this door in front of me open?
It is not, but you can't open it with an action.
All right. I open it with an action. I look around the room. Is there anything worth grabbing?
You can give me a perception check.
Ugh. No, I really got to stop trying to look for things. That's a 3.
Yeah, no, just some personal effects. Whose room do you reckon this one is?
Well, the captain's definitely the big one.
Of course. So this will either be your room, spare room, or Keskodai's.
I'm going to say that this is my room because I'd like to be closest to the captain so I can protect them. So I just look around and be like, it's materials. What's important is life. Do I have to smash the window or anything?
No. In this room, there is actually a decent-sized hole that you can squeeze through. It is half your move to get through, but yeah, this as time's passing, this is slowly tilting more into the air. So you've had to kind of walk up on an angle to get to this hole, and you're peering through it. But that's what's there currently. Yeah.
All right. I use my full movement to get there, and I've used my action, so that is me.
Love it. Altronus, the captain. What you want to do?
Oh, captain, my captain.
Okay, I've got one of the crabs followed me and is trying to eat me.
See, crabs can be hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
This one is particularly persistent. All right. Well, in that case, I think I'm going to stab the crab, which is right next to me, hopefully discouraging it from following me any further before I follow Keskodai and try to get out of this place.
Hell yeah.
All right. So give me an attack roll.
All right.
So you're using your blade, I assume?
I am using my blade.
Ooh. What's it look like, do you think? You can manifest it in any form you so desire.
Ooh.
It looks like a longer version of one of those stabbing spears, the assegai that the African tribes use.
Yeah, nice.
So big sharp edge in the end, but reasonably long so that I don't have to get too close to the crab.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so...
I was really hoping you would get some of those crab claw crunches.
Well, you never know. One more round, and
actually,
this is the third round, isn't it?
This is the third round, yes.
So this round, I am
fully attuned.
I'm fully attuned. I am actually going to just unleash Starfire hell on it instead.
I like it.
Supernova. I'm fully attuned to photon mode. Mm-hmm. As a standard action, I can deal 5d6 fire damage to all creatures within 10 foot of me.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, that seems like that would be a more useful thing to do.
Love it. All right, explode.
I explode with very bright light. Fortunately, no one...
Save 16, is it, or something like that?
13.
13.
So that
definitely passes.
18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Yeah, so it'll take half of that.
Which is 9.
Yep. And you notice when you do so, it appears to start glowing red.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. I'll give you a free life science check if it's in your list of things.
Yes, it is. Is this a xenobiology kind of a life sciences check? Yeah. Brilliant. That means that my difficulty is 5 less than it would otherwise be.
Like it.
All right. So where is life science? +5. 18.
18. And against the -5. Yeah, fantastic. You look at this thing and you've seen it somewhere before where this protective nature that these that some creatures have, it seems to have attuned to the type of damage you gave it. But effectively, it's now got a DR5 immunity to fire damage. So it tunes to the force of nature and the elements, and then becomes partly immune to it.
That's not good.
You got a move action and a swift, I think.
All right.
Pretty sure the stellar explosion doesn't take it takes an action to cast.
Yeah, it's a standard action. All right. I feel like these crab creatures are probably worse than I thought. So I'm going to head away again.
Yep.
So
it will take an attack of opportunity on you, just FYI.
There's probably not much I can do about that other than stay in attack range, in which case it'll just attack me.
Yep, that's fine.
So it'll take basically my whole movement to get down to where the airlock is, won't it?
Yeah, 6 squares, is that right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can end up out the front of the thing.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna head down there, I think.
Amazing. It'll take an attack on you. A 15 to hit, I think misses. Is that right?
It misses.
Yep, awesome. So yeah, you managed to dodge it. And as you run past, you hear these claws piercing through the wall as you did before. They appear to be almost eating the wall itself as they tear through it like can openers.
I don't like this planet.
Yeah, and water starts pouring through the bay of the life pods in there. Cool beans. That will be them. Second while I switch to the correct layer. Love it. All right, Keskodai, what you want to do?
Seeing as I'm right next to Altronus, can I assist in maybe getting her through the door and then getting us out the door as a kind of combined thing?
I'll allow you to use your move action to drag her in, and then your action to push the airlock button, so you can both be in the airlock.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Give me a raw intelligence roll.
Yeah. 12.
Yeah, you would know that from the angle of the ship and the water that's pouring in, you would be almost certain that the other side of that door is covered in water. You'd be underwater.
So Altronus, dear friend, can you breathe underwater by any chance?
No, Keskodai, my dear. I do not have that capability. Do you?
I do. I will be totally fine.
Maybe don't drag me into the airlock then.
Yes.
I'll make my own way out.
That sounds like a wise idea. All right. In that case, I'm going to go through the airlock and I'm going to the outside. So that's my movement action or action.
It'll be an action to close the door here to activate it. Yeah. So you need to close both doors in order for the airlock to kick in. So it seals off both sides. So action to close it. Then you have to wait around inside here, and then you can open it on your next turn.
I'm already inside though, aren't I?
You're in there, but
yeah.
the door's open. You're currently talking to Altronus through it. You need to close the door to seal off the airlock, yeah?
Okay. Right. Before I seal it, I will... So are you hurt, dear Altronus?
Not significantly.
Not significantly. In that case, just want to see if I can help you in any way. I'm going to cast Fog Cloud around us.
Nice.
Which grants concealment, 50% mischance for creatures more than 5 feet from the attacker, otherwise 20% mischance.
Awesome. So this will be my marker for.
So it's a 20-foot radius cloud.
20-foot radius fog cloud. Let's do that. You'll see that? There you go. That's your cloud. I'm going to put it somewhere here.
Excellent.
Cute.
Nice.
So that entire area is fogged up.
And then we'll seal the airlock.
Nice. Done. Awesome. I feel like did I stuff up the movement or something like that? My turn order's all out of whack.
I think it's Erin next, and then.
Oh no, that was you. Yeah, you just got. You're cool. We're good.
Erin and bugs.
It's our dudes. That one's up there, and then it's actually this bug down here is next. He comes into the play. Isn't that nice of him? He's gonna come through, and I'll give him an intelligence roll. He's useless. He's gonna just start munching on this wall. Done. That's his thing. Cartr, you see this bug coming through the wall, on the wall behind you.
All right, I'm gonna yell out, Captain, you all right? What are your orders?
Get yourself to safety, Agent
Copy
Cartr.
that. Abandoned ship. Not
Abandoned ship.
All right, I'm gonna.
Do you have an exit?
Do I ever? I've been planning for this my whole career. I shove out the robot and then I myself hop out.
Nice. So you are standing on the edge of this of the ship. You're basically almost on a near flat surface now as more water continues to pour into the ship. But you're on the outside looking around. You see a swampy marsh area. And yeah, these you don't see any of the bugs that you can see behind you in the ship. There's none of those in the immediate vicinity. But give me a perception roll.
Why do we even bother with perception?
We're all going to die.
12.
12. Yeah, you think you see a safe path over towards a jungly type area to get away from here without sinking into the swamp.
Amazing. So that was half my movement. So I've got 5, 10, 15. That gets me about there.
Nice. Cool beans. Altronus, you're up. And another round ticks away as the ship sinks a little bit more.
Yeah, we're down to round 4 out of 5, I believe.
This is the start.
Run.
You've got 3 more rounds, including this one, to survive.
Cool. So Cartr said there was an exit down there. I'm going to try to find it.
Amazing.
Which means running down here past the bug. Which let's see, how far is that? 2, 3, 5, 6. If I'm doing a full movement round, I can do twice my normal.
Yep, that's right.
So 7. So I can actually get into the room that has an exit.
Nice. The bug will take a swing at you.
Yep.
It rolled a measly 11. So I think you're okay.
It didn't hit me.
Cool. Excellent. Great. That is our bug from up here. He decides to come on an adventure. I think since you run into the cloud, he chases you in there, doesn't know what's going on. Keskodai, what you want to do? You want to open it? You're sealed in there. You can use an action to open the airlock and start swimming out if you like.
That's what I'm doing.
Nice. All right. So you push the button. The door opens and water just floods into the area instantly. This thick brown muck. Give me an athletics check to try and swim out.
I've got my Defrex hide.
What's it do?
Which means I can close my seals and survive in a vacuum or other harsh environment for up to 4 days.
Amazing. Yeah, cool. So, it's more. So that's fine. You don't need to breathe, but you do need to try and get out of there. You're forcing yourself against the pressure of the water.
What was this? What was the roll?
Athletics.
Okay, don't have anything dexterity, I'm assuming.
Yeah, usually strength in this case, if you've got it.
+0. Okay, 17.
That's good. Yeah. No, you can manage to push out, levering yourself against the ship. And yeah, you can probably crawl your way along because your vision's pretty much 0. But you can crawl along the outside of the ship towards the port side.
I close my seals and it's I can survive for 4 days. So I'm just like.
Nice. I like it. That is that guy. And give me a second. Ooh, cute. All right. As you're crawling along, Keskodai, you notice a slight hit towards your back as a claw comes swinging past you. Does a 15 hit your KAC?
Does a 15 hit my KAC? No.
No, yeah. There is currently a bug next to you, but it misses. So yeah, you're good to go. You managed to get past it quite comfortably.
Excellent.
Cool. Which takes us over to that bug. Which one is this? That one. He'll step through. Can it make it? Oh, it's going to do it. Movement up. Take a swing at the captain for a 18.
My captain.
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
I love it. Look at me go. 3 damage.
No.
Claws down on you.
Lachie, what do you have against Danielle? Hey. What did she do to you? Come on.
She's bothering my crabs.
I'm just exacerbating the crab situation.
Ow.
Cool. So it does that, and yeah, great. Cartr, you're up.
All right. Can I see that Captain is trying to come through?
You'll be able to see her from the hole enough. I mean, you probably hear her at least. You've walked. Basically, you're on an angle. You've crawled out of the side and walked further away, and she's in here somewhere. So, yeah, you're on that 7 type shape. So you can walk back to the hole, look in, but you have walked away from the hole you came out of slightly.
All right. Okay. No, sorry, I'm just looking at my spells. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to help.
It's all right. If she dies, you can be the captain.
No, I don't want to be the captain. I'm not ready.
I'm pretty far from dying. I should be able to get out of the window, without actually becoming crab food.
All right.
Hopefully.
What does dazed mean?
Dazed means that a creature is distracted for a period of time, I believe.
Because I have a spell called Daze. This spell causes humanoid creature of CR 3 or lower to be dazed for 1 round.
Okay, these are not humanoid creatures.
Heck. All right, can't do shit.
You could use it on the captain and run away.
Don't do that.
That seems counterproductive.
Don't have to outrun the lion if you can outrun your captain. It's fine. Yeah, so done with that. Cool. All right, well, you continue to run, and so you manage to get onto your little path and start running towards the jungle.
Do I need to keep moving my creature?
Yeah, it's all right. I'll say you guys are currently out of the combat area, as you don't seem to... There seems to be these creatures are more attracted to the ship, you might think. What? Altronus, give me a perception check as you run into this room and, dodging crabs.
Perception gives me Perception, that's a 12.
12.
12. Anything useful?
You find something. Let me see. Luck roll for you. Yeah. Okay. No, you find an advanced med kit just sitting on the shelf there. You know, Cartr must have run past it, but there is one. Her med kit's currently sitting on one of the shelves.
Oh, nice. I grab it.
Nice. Cool. All right. So you can add that to your collection. What do you want to do?
I want to climb out of the window.
Nice. Yeah. So you want to disengage to do it, or you want to?
Yeah.
Or you
I think
want to push her.
I think disengage and climb out the window. And these things don't seem to be very smart, and they don't seem to be all that interested in us. Can I try to be stealthy once I'm out the window so that I don't draw its attention and it's hopefully just distracted by, the wall of the ship or something?
Yeah, you can give me a. What's going to be an option here? Bluff check, I guess. So, I mean, stealth, or what do you use? It's what skill are you trying to sell me on?
I'm thinking stealth. I'm thinking like I'm gonna just carefully back away, climb out of the window, and be very quiet, and hope that it doesn't follow me.
All right. Yeah. So you'll disengage and yeah, try and. All right. So give me a stealth roll.
All right, stealth. We have a stealth, so that's a 24.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm going to say that you pick up Carter's favorite teddy bear and throw it at it, and it's somewhat distracted, and it'll take a swipe at the teddy bear, and you get hit in the crossfire. Unfortunately, oh no, you're disengaging. Yeah, so anyway, no, you're good. So you managed to sneak out of that hole as it's distracted by tearing up this teddy bear.
Cool.
And yeah, you can make it out of the hole.
I'm out of the hole. Excellent.
Love it. That crab won't do anything. Keskodai, gonna try and run away from this thing. What do you want to do?
So I'm in the water, right?
Yeah.
Can I find land? Do I know where land is?
You can get an idea of which way's up. The bubbling of the air escaping the ship is, distracting.
Yeah. Swim like a crazy bug.
Yeah. So you want to try and disengage from this creature, or you think you're okay?
I'll disengage. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So you swim away. It's going to. Oh, cock dice, nearly on a 20. Nope, ignores you and decides to swim away in the other direction. So I'm going to say as that happens, you manage to make it to the shore, and Altronus following the footsteps of Cartr. You guys have managed to make it off the ship and onto dry land on the edge of this jungle.
Nice.
As the atrocious horror kicks in as you watch what's the remainder of your ship sink down into the swampy abyss, we'll take a break.
A single tear just comes down my eyes as I watch the ship go.
You see the eye of a teddy bear float up to the top of the water.
Ah, it hurts.
But yeah, we'll take a break. And what, you want to meet back in 10? Does that suit?
Yeah, 10-minute break.
Cool.
That sounds good.
Done. We'll see you shortly.
All right.
See
See
ya.
you shortly. And we're back.
Welcome
What's
back,
the-
ladies and gentlemen.
We survived. We didn't drown.
We've survived so far.
So far.
We may not be the group who survives the zombie apocalypse, though. None of us have any food.
I would love to do a zombie apocalypse one shot.
I
That
think we
would
should
be
at some
fun,
stage.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a really cool system that would work well for it. I don't have it yet. I'm not sure if it's been translated into English, but it's a group that I looked at on Kickstarter. It's called Vermin 2047. And it's basically the whole global warming apocalypse happens badly. And this is what happens afterwards.
Okay,
Nice. Yes, that sounds interesting.
Mm.
amazing. All right, so as we come back, so let's jump to the map, shall we? As you guys approach the edge of this here forest that you've managed to get away from.
Can I bring back my drone?
Yeah, your drone is with you currently, so...
No,
you-
sorry, I meant my piloting drone, like the probe.
Oh, the probe. You cannot. You can... Your drone is not particularly near you at the moment. If you had a map or a data pad that would be able to tell you the exact distance or the way you'd need to travel,
Shit.
it'd probably be more useful. But
I tried.
so, but currently you're doing well. You've got a bot that can carry everything that you salvaged. So let's look at all the list of things we salvaged. There's you three and the bot
And a med kit.
and a med kit. There we go.
Ooh, we have a different map. Okay.
Yeah. So as you guys walk away and watch the sinking ship and make sure everyone's half alive and okay. What do you think your plan of action is? What do you want to do?
Are we near the building at all?
We don't know.
You could give me a life science check to try and figure out where on the planet you are by comparison to the building.
Can do life science.
I'll try that too. Nope.
7 plus 14.
Oh, I've got.
It's pretty good for a 21.
Mm,
You would estimate that the from your current location, it's probably be about 40 miles to where it is in the southwestern direction. So average walking speed is about 12 miles a day if you walk all day through the jungle. So you'll probably take a few days. You're currently on mute, but good times.
That's 4 days easily,
mm.
given that we'll have to find water and food as well.
I'll do it in 3.
Everyone, climb onto the robot. I shall pilot it.
Keskodai, you can
Yeah.
breathe underwater, or at least you can swim without needing to breathe.
Correct.
How stealthy are you?
I think by normal standards, I'm quite average in the stealthy department, actually.
Because our ship has sunk, yes,
Well spotted.
but it does still contain things that could be useful to us. You could go back in and try to get some of them.
I could, indeed. I had another thought.
Hmm?
We're on a strange planet. We don't want to make too much noise. And then you hear, both of you hear in your head, I think we should communicate this way, if you don't mind.
Ah, yes, telepathy. That's my favorite form of communication.
I have innate telepathy as long as you're within 30 feet.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you too? Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we'll communicate this way just in case something hears us.
I shall open a channel. Boop, boop, doo, doo, doo.
So if you have innate telepathy, does that mean I can send you things as well? Or just that I can hear you?
Because I can communicate telepathically with creatures, so you think they'd be able to talk back.
Yeah, I'll allow it back and forth. I mean, I think you can actively think out loud. Could probably do that in this particular universe. So I'll allow that because normally the what's the race that you currently are? The
Shireen.
The Shirin. The Shirin were once part of the bug-like creatures that. So they used to be part of a hive mind, and then many years back they killed the giant queen, and they kind of freed them all up, and so everyone was fighting this giant hive mind of Shirin, and then they killed the queen, and then suddenly they all had freedom and they could think for themselves and like, oh, we're our own people now, great. But their actual vocal communication is usually a collection of clicks and buzzes that they'd normally talk with out loud, and but in order for most other races to understand them, they talk via telepathy because it's a lot easier than people trying to understand the clicks and bugs.
Makes sense.
So yeah, you'd be used to talking to Sharon by this point, and that would be somewhat normal.
Okay. Okay, Altronus, what would you like me to retrieve?
Now, keep in mind, this water is gross and murky, and vision is near impossible. So whatever you try to find, unless you've got blind sense or something similar, would be difficult.
I do have blind sense.
Oh, okay, great. Well, then, yeah, I'm going to say that you've got a reasonable vision to finding things. It'll still be difficult, but you could do it.
Yeah, within 30 feet, so yeah.
I do have dancing lights, so I can pop them out like near the entrance.
I don't think it'll help a huge amount underwater, but sure.
I'm basically thinking we need to get some food and probably another med kit or something to sterilize water, because otherwise we're all going to die. 4 days of hiking through the wilderness trying to eat whatever beasts come and try to eat us. Like, that's not going to go well.
Well, death is nothing to be afraid of, Captain, but I shall endeavour to do my best. So some medkits and some food, then.
Does anyone else think of anything else that we should salvage from the ship?
If he can find that, the iPad.
Yep, datapad. Yep.
Medkits, food, and iPad. Certainly, sir.
Now, you would also know, just from your knowledge of things, in addition to the datapad, there would be things such as there's tents, emergency rafts that are available. And as for water, you've got a thing called what is it called? There is a thing starting with S that is basically, it's like a straw you can suck water through and it cleanses it. And I've completely forgotten its name, but it exists. So I'm going to tell you that exists. But that should be in the engineering area. Most of those things would be.
Cool. So tents, emergency rafts, water purifying straws, food supplies.
How many hands do I have? I only have 2 hands. So, and those probably small backpacks. So I'll do my best.
Is the drone is the current bot that I've got with me waterproof?
It is, water resistant. It couldn't go swimming. No.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah.
Eventually, the one thing I grabbed will become useful.
It'd be useful if you managed to get the tents and things, or the rafts,
Yep.
All right, so Keskodai turn around, there's a little click with the mandibles, and then he gets to the shoreline, and turns around and says, "Oh, yes, how does my mustache look?"
You have a mustache?
You've never noticed my mustache?
It's a little muddy, Keskodai, but there's no point in cleaning it now. You're just going back into the mud.
I must spend at least half a day cleaning it when I get back.
Now, do we think that they can see, or do they also have blind sight? Because if they can't see, I can make you invisible for 4 minutes. If they can see, no, other way around. You get it. I'm sorry, Captain. I have disgraced you. I will sit myself out.
I will take any help I can get.
So it lasts for 4 minutes or until you attack.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Did with life science, can I gauge on these crabby bits if they've got blind sight or anything like that?
Yeah, you can give me a proactive roll on memory of them. It'll be a little bit harder, but you can do it.
26.
Yeah, cool. From what you saw of them, they did seem to have some version of eyes, but yeah, there was nothing about them that seemed to make you think they had blind sense. No.
Cool. So invisibility will be useful. Yeah, cool.
Correct.
Right. But for my invisibility, what I'll do is like I'll detach like a piece of tech from my uniform and like attach it onto you, and it doesn't really like make you invisible. It's more like holographic, that it camouflages you with your environment.
Thank you very much.
Where's your mustache gone? Yeah, cool. So you dive down. Give me a stealth roll plus 20 because you're invisible. Shouldn't even matter.
Plus what? 20?
20 invisibility. Yeah, it'll do that.
23. I needed it.
Gross. The perception could actually spot you now. So, great. Let me roll a few things. Cool. All right. As you go down, yeah. Okay. As you're swimming around and going, you said 23, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Give me a search roll.
Search roll. What plus would that be?
Actually, first, tell me which area do you want to go and search in? You got the engineering, the crew quarters, the bay. That would be in your storage area. So, yeah, cargo bay. Yep.
So that's a 5.
Awesome. Yeah. So as you're searching around, you notice pretty quickly that most of the ship appears to have been dismantled or eaten, as your blind sense is, pinging back that. So you can actually enter the ship quite easily. Yeah. Initially, you don't see anything, but you do think that something has noticed you. Yeah. So you can hear movement as something's approaching you from one of the sides.
Keep going. Trying to go away from the movement.
Yep. Cool. Give me a stealth roll.
All right. The 9 plus whatever.
Yeah, 9. Cool. All right. Yeah, you can manage to sneak away. So you think you've managed to dodge it. All right. Give me 3 perception rolls as you search around this area.
3 perception rolls.
Yeah, because you're not going to be found easily.
30, 30, and 26.
Woo! All right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So as you're going through, you manage to you find the emergency rafts. You find 20 feet of smart cable, and the tents you can track down. You can also find You find an iron tape and zip stick, which you basically have this ribbon that you can tie around things, and as soon as you put a slight amount of power through it with a zip stick, it locks and becomes hard. So you've got 20 feet of instant hard rope on whatever shape you shape it into.
Excellent.
And you find you find some food, and you find basically the food supplies, like a collection of protein bar things that'll keep you sustained for one day. And with your 30-something, you also find an Aeon stone, which basically it's a stone that you can basically put it above your head and it starts circling it. And this particular one negates the need for food or water. So you can give that to an individual person and they just don't need to eat or drink.
Handy. All right, once I've grabbed that, I'm out of there.
Nice. Cool. So you swim back and up on the planet's surface as you're traveling around, you see that giant purple storm cloud start approaching you. Lightning starts striking from it, and as it approaches, you notice that it starts raining fire upon the ground. What do you want to do as this giant storm cloud is approaching you? Both the captain, Cartr and Altronus.
Keskodai isn't back yet? Was this once Keskodai?
He's underwater searching, and then this giant purple cloud comes over and starts raining fire upon the land.
Does it seem like it's coming after us directly?
You could roll me a mysticism or life science check.
Life science?
Oh, sorry, physical science.
Oh, no.
Physical science. Oh. 13.
You're not sure. It is definitely heading your direction, though.
How wide across is it, approximately?
A good 120 feet.
20 feet, we should be able
120 feet.
Avoid the Prometheus school of running away. So I'm going to suggest to Cartr that we move into the jungle out of the direct path of the storm.
Nice. Yeah, like you did hear that it was 120 feet, yeah? Not 20?
Oh, no, I heard 20.
Yeah, good. I heard you repeat 20, so I was like, yeah, I think you better check that.
But I mean, 120 feet is still only 40 meters.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it as this storm is moving. It's just burning up everything in its path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might have to jog, but we can probably move out of its path.
Yeah,
let's try that.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Give me a reflex save. Let's do that as you run away from it.
All right. Saves.
Reflex. Ay.
Not well?
11. No, my good dice dropped. And now I'm rolling like shit.
9.
9. Yeah, both are pretty crummy. Your environmental protections of your armor that you wear take a reasonable beating and start wearing down. But I'm going to need you to reduce captains by 4 and Carter's by 1. Like your set damage goes down that much, just as the heat is cooking you from inside the suit.
That was stamina.
Stamina, yeah. So take it down.
Okay.
It's nothing too serious. But that storm passes over you and it loops past reasonably quickly. But you notice that as this thing passes, creatures kind of run out of its path with you. You see all these random things. There's like little bunny rabbit things with pointy ears and
long sharp teeth.
Yeah. Swarms of insects that just gather together and create shapes, or move out of the way, or bury themselves inside giant vines. But as there's other creatures that are using that moment to go and hunt all these creatures that are pouring out. They're laying in wait. Like this is a literal, dog versus dog world. Everything's killing each other as it, takes advantage of this storm passing. As you dodge and hide, and you can run back towards the, once it's passed, you can make your way back towards the river as you see Keskodai retrieving some of these things that he's acquired.
I'm just pulling out and telepathically I'm asking, what's going on?
The storm came past. It was raining fire.
Oh dear. Is everyone okay?
Mostly.
Excellent.
Nice.
What did you retrieve?
Captain, my captain, I brought you an ion stone.
This will be extremely useful. If nothing else, we can take it in turns.
If it works like that, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it needs 24 hours to attune. But you can take it in turns and use less food
rations,
stores and things like that. But that's all right. We'll keep going. So give me a survival check, whoever wants it.
Ooh, not me.
I can give you straight wisdom.
Not me.
My wisdom's okay. Is wisdom survival?
Yeah, you can go on about physical science. You can give me one of those instead.
Oh, physical science?
Let's do
Not
that.
me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 26.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Nice.
As you recall, as you were piloting down your probe, you noticed that not too far from the location you were at, probably 10 miles to the north of it, was a river. Odds are that this river that you can see on the map, if you travel along it, you could get within 10 miles of the 10 miles of the destination. But yeah, it would take you slightly off course. So you could either walk there and go the straight route, or you could, take the river and be 10 miles off, but you get there a little bit faster. So you can travel faster on the water. So it might, you can travel 20 miles a day on the water, but not. Yeah. So you can probably get there in 2 days 3 days in total instead of 4.
Excellent. I told you, Captain, I would get you there faster. 3 days.
You did, and I should never have doubted you, Cartr.
You doubted me? Oh.
For a moment.
Oh my God, this shame. Okay, I shall go back in my corner.
Only because the robot cannot move as quickly as you can.
Suck it, robot. I'm better.
Yeah, so it's actually a more high-techy rowboat than I would that I'm going to put the picture down for. But...
Oh, a piloting rowboat?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to just get my drone when we're in it to swing his arms to propel us for extra motion.
Let's move that to the map layer. There you go. So you've got these. Yeah, you're setting up both boats or one boat. What do you want to do? You could probably
2 boats is always better than 1.
Yeah, there you go. So you can set up your 2 boats on the edge there. Oops. Yeah. So as you go ahead and you're setting up these boats and etc., can I get everyone to roll me a perception check?
No.
No. Ah.
10.
6.
15.
15. That's a little bit better. Look at you go. But not good enough.
It hurts.
So everyone place yourself around your appropriate boats.
I will go what's the most protective position? I'm going to go on the boat, bringing up the rear.
Yeah, that probably puts me on that boat.
All right, love it. Yeah, nice. As you do things, this giant whip of vines shoots out from the ground and attacks the droid bot that you got there.
Ah,
I randomly chose that. I know, isn't that cool?
Do that.
This horrific vine-like creature with giant teeth has pulled itself together and decides to make a quick lunch of your droid.
the vines.
Let's
Oh, there's no technology because all the animals on this place want to eat metal.
Maybe.
Is there like a roll?
You could roll me a life science check on this as it makes a 21 to attack the drone.
I don't know what's its stats are.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I've got them here. But it's going to do some serious damage. 14 points of damage as it stabs it and grabs onto it.
Is that how big it is? Is it?
It is. Yeah, it is that big. It is a huge creature. Quite literally, the term huge. As it bites into this, robot, and its vines grapple around it. That'll be its movement and action. Everyone roll your initiative.
That was a 22 for life science.
Life science. This particular creature, you don't believe that it is wanting to eat this metal, but it definitely has hostility towards it. So, yeah, but there's nothing to say that everything eats metal on this planet.
Balls.
It was a good theory.
Yeah, I like it. Cute. What's everyone's words? Initiative.
8.
14.
14.
Yay!
Who's got the higher initiative?
I got +2.
1.
+2. All right, cool. Cartr goes first.
All right.
Yeah, great. All right, so you actually all get to go because it rolled pretty poorly on its initiative. Cartr, what do you want to do? It's currently grabbed this. Grabbed your droid. And...
How dare you? I'm going to. Oh, that doesn't do much. Fuck it. I'm gonna get my pistol and be like, damn it, that's the only thing I got for the captain. You will not take this away from me. And try and shoot it with my energy ray. And I'm going to choose cold damage if I hit.
Nice.
Hoya! 16.
16. Where
Get
is it?
out of my face.
Misses. Yeah, against EA, so yeah, assume it's an energy attack. Cold damage. Misses.
Ranged attack.
Yeah, but because it's either what type of weapon is it?
It's a spell.
It's a spell. All right, cool. Yeah, that'd be an energy attack. So yeah, it does miss though, unfortunately.
Those.
Good times.
Captain, it's got tough armor.
Yeah, cool. All right. Anything else?
No.
Nope. Cool. Keskodai.
All right. All right. Here we go. I'm going to cast command.
Ooh, I like it.
You will leave us be. There is nothing to see here.
Nice.
And I'm going to command it to flee for 1 round. If it's successful, the target obeys that command. Will DC 16.
Cool.
Okay.
Does it need a what's it called? An intelligence thing to do that? What's the?
This is a compulsion language dependent mind affecting effect.
It is not speak your language, unfortunately.
Oh, damn it. I should have done something else first.
Did it just smile and give you a Vegemite sandwich?
Can I do 2 actions per go? I can't remember.
No, You can only do one action, one movement. You can do 2 attacks as a full round action, and you take a -4 to each of your hits.
Yeah. I use my move action to get the boat going, perhaps.
Yep, cool. You want to try and push it off from the?
Yeah. Okay. Try to get a little bit of distance from the horrible creature.
All right, let's take it to the token layer. Do that with both. Beautiful, and send it to the back. Amazing. All right, so I will. Yeah, you can try and move that as you will.
Can I move the boat?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I can. Hey. How far can I move it?
Your strength is probably not great. So, but yeah, you can try and get it going. Give me a strength roll to see how well you roll it.
Yeah.
Or athletics, whichever one you got.
8. Not good.
Not good. Yeah, you can probably just get it off the shore reasonably comfortably.
Can I just quickly speak telepathically to Altronus and say, how would you like to attack this creature? From distance or close?
I think if we can escape it rather than attack it, we should.
Right, I'll try to move it as far away from it as I can then.
We should also help Cartr.
Yes. And that'll do, I guess. Yep.
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 Does the robot get to fight back?
If you roll me a decent computers check, I'll allow you to use an action to put it into lethal mode. But it also looks very hurt, so keep that in mind. It will take your action to turn it on, but it might not live more than 1 round depending on damage.
No.
Cool. We're good, Keskodai, yeah? You're okay with that?
Yeah, that's my actions. Yeah.
Cool. Altronus, what do you want to do?
Well, I was going to shoot at the vine monster, but given that we're trying to move away from it, and I actually do have athletics and am reasonably strong, I might try to shove our boat into the stream so that we start moving down the river. Is that a thing that I can do?
Yeah, you could do that. So, give it a quick push off. Give me a strength roll, athletics, whichever one you like.
Let's try athletics. So that's a 22.
Yeah. So, you give it a decent shove, and you start it moving down the river. Yeah, cool. So I'll give you a decent move to get away from it. That'll be your movement action.
All right. So I can take an action as well as that?
Yep, I'll give you that.
Cool. In which case, I have a pistol. I'm going to shoot the vine beast.
Do it.
Or at least try to shoot the vine beast.
Yep.
So that's +5. 18?
18, what type of weapon are you using?
It is a tactical semi-auto pistol.
That is a KAC weapon, and it misses. I know, no love. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Maybe it'll distract it from Cartr anyway.
Nice. That's its turn. Boop. I think it's going to try and finish off this robot, just for funsies.
No.
Actually.
No.
Lachlan.
I think I got to do it. I mean, it's just...
Lachlan.
It's going to happen.
No. You took the ship away from me. Don't do it anymore.
Here, look. What I'll do is I'll reduce his attack by 4 because he's going to attack twice. So, first bite.
Doesn't hit.
I think it is going to hit.
He's a barbarian. He takes half damage.
Let's find out. Yeah, no, he definitely tears this thing to shreds as he bites into it and rips it open. Unfortunately, your robot is destroyed.
This is the worst day ever.
But fear not, because he will attack you next. He's going to swing over and use his second attack on you.
Just you wait till I DM. I'm coming for you.
Do it. Does a... Oh my god. Does a... 30... No, that's not that much. It's only 27. Does a 27 hit?
That is rude. Yes.
Cool.
no.
Do I get any cover from the debris of my...
No, but you can take 16 piercing damage. And I'm going to need you to roll me a DC 16 reflex save.
Is that my HP or my stamina?
Stamina first. As soon as your stamina's gone, it starts coming off the other one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do that later. Reflex?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Ooh. 19.
19. Love it. So that is, he tries to grab onto you with these maw and vines, but you manage to dodge out of them. You can use the, if you click on your character, it's got the numbers above you for 20, 24, and...
Oh, I can edit that.
If you click on that and just type in minus whatever it was and hit enter, it'll reduce that by that much.
Oh, thank you.
It just saves you having to do some mental math if you so desire. Great. That was its turn. Cartr, you're up.
All right. Now, I have the ability. This spell restores 1d4 HP to one object or construct up
Amazing.
to 1 bulk.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
Is it savable?
Let me check. I'd see whether it's... I mean, I'll allow it. I'm okay with that. You could bring him back. These pieces are all there.
I might do it after we fuck up this thing.
Okay, cool.
All right. Is there a way to do a life science check to see whether science would, fire would be effective on this creature?
You want to know if it's got any weaknesses? All right, cool. Yeah, give me a life science check.
Oh, yeah, baby. 18 plus 14.
Yeah,
32.
okay, that's a big number.
32.
Yeah.
Give me all the secrets, man. What's its life, hopes, and dreams?
Yeah, no, it came from a rough family on the tough side of town. No, this creature doesn't appear to be resistant or weak to anything in particular. Useful information that you might get from it is that it has a 30-foot swim speed and an incredibly high athletics, and it can critically wound you if it manages to grab onto you.
Right.
Yeah, you start bleeding if it takes a bite out of you while grabbed.
Okay, I am going to do No.
Actually, another useful bit of information, it has a reach of 15 feet.
Yeah. That checks out. All right, I'm going to do a spell called Overheat, where basically I would like to turn my gun into like a flame torch and just it.
Nice. I think Overheat makes it so your next attack does extra damage.
This spell deals 2d8 fire damage to creatures within a 15-foot burst.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, no, it's straight up. Cool.
Reflex DC 16.
Love it. All right.
All
right, it's got a pretty good reflex, but I believe in you. It rolled a 12. You did well. It's got a it has a reflex of plus 10, so you had no chance on that, but that's good.
That is 9 points of fire damage.
Nice. It doesn't like that. It screams out as you burn into it.
You killed my robot!
Yeah, cool. Nice work. You got a move or a swift action, anything like that?
Well, it's just gonna keep coming for me.
Possibly.
So I might just pivot over here, but still be within range, and I'm taking my corpse with
unfortunately,
me.
unlike D&D, each square threatens. So if you were to move within its range, you can do a 5-foot step within the range to avoid. Actually, 5-foot steps. You can move 5 feet at a time, but if you were to move more than 5 feet within its range, like every square is threatenable, essentially.
Right.
Yeah. So
Got it. I will just move 5 feet.
Yeah, you can step away from it, but if you want to get away in this, like take a step this time, your next round you should be free to get away.
Cool.
You could always move rather than moving from to there. You could move like to there, which takes you out of its range.
Oh yeah.
And then you could probably get into the current.
Yeah.
Smart.
Cool. All right, Keskodai, what you want to do?
Captain, we do not have time for this. Keskodai is going to jump in the water, swim towards it, and touch it, and cast share language. And it's going to share the language of the Shirin.
Nice. Firstly, it's because it's got search, you do need to move through its threatenable range in order to do that. It will get a free attack at you.
Yep, it's fine.
So it will do that. Does an 8 hit KAC hit?
Yes.
Nice. It will do some damage. 15 damage.
Oh, stamina, yeah?
Yeah, it comes off stamina first.
Stamina. Ouch, 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 that hurts.
Cool. But yeah, it only has 1 attack, so you can move up.
So now I can understand Shirin.
Is there a limit on that? Does it have to have a certain intelligence in order to be useful? Do you know?
No, it can read and understand it, and it can speak it if it's able to speak.
Yep.
But it can read and understand it.
Nice. Great.
So do little clicks, click, 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 click.
Yeah, awesome.
Setting it up for something next turn.
All right, cool. Great. Yeah, so what do you cast the language on? What do you want to say to it? Anything?
Not yet.
Not yet? Cool.
It's next turn.
Great. All right, that's fine. Altronus, you've had Keskodai run out and swim up to it.
Which direction is downriver? Like, which way is the current going?
You're probably going to want to head this way. So that will be downriver this way. So towards the left or the west.
All right. So I'm going to let the boat just carry on moving downriver by itself. And Cartr seems to be doing okay and hopefully will also be moving downriver.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to shoot the vine monster again.
Nice. You want to do the double attack or 1 attack? What do you like?
Well, I've only got the 1 gun.
The 1 gun, but you can shoot twice with a -4 to each shot. So whatever your thing is, I mean, it's a difficult hit because a 18 missed, but I don't know what your bonus to hit is.
For ranged, it's not great. I've just got a +5, so
yeah, okay. So it might be better.
I'll just do the 1 shot.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it's.
Same again. Miss again. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's only an 8 this time.
Okay. Cool. Great. It's gonna go out. Yeah. All right. Cartr burned it, but Keskodai's right in its face. Let's go. Odds and evens. Odds Cartr, evens Keskodai.
Ooh.
Odds for Cartr. It.
Oh no.
Although, hang on. Are you within range? I need the measuring tool. You're just outside its range. It's gonna go Keskodai. You're good. Yeah, Keskodai, you're taking a decent hit. Oh, okay, a 20 to hit KAC.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. 16 damage.
Okay, so I'm now into my hit points.
Nice. Love it. Roll me a
that's not good.
DC.
We
Roll
don't
me a
like this.
DC
Bad luck.
16. DC 16 reflex save. Whew.
DC 16 reflex save?
Yep, to try and not get grappled.
Ooh. That is 10.
Yeah, cool. It snatches and tangles you up in its vines.
No.
Yeah, you are currently entangled.
No.
Great. Cool. Cartr, what you want to do?
Oh no. Okay. How much movement do I have in the boat?
If you're heading downstream, you can move. Well, you'll need to push off first, so you'll need to give me a, athletics check to try and push away from the dock and to see how far you get up for the first time.
Is strength. Alrighty. 7?
Okay, you can move your 5 feet away from it. So yeah, you just slightly get away from the bank as you push it away with your foot, one foot dangling over the edge. That's your. I'll give that as your movement. Do you want a action?
Action. Oof. Yeah. All right. It didn't like the fire. Does it look hurt?
Barely.
Barely. Oh, yeesh. All right. Can I take a move action?
You just did to push. You can take another move action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll take a move action.
How many movements do I get this time?
You can change. You can trade your action for a movement. So if you take another movement, you roll me still in the thing, but I'll give you a slight benefit. So if you roll another strength check to see how far you get.
Nine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll give you 10 feet for that. So you can start, assuming you want to get to there somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to go a wide berth around.
So you'll start using the current to pull you down from your next turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Keskodai, you're tangled up in its midst and it's looking at you quite angry, but you do share a language with it now.
So, click, 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 which basically is commanding it to flee again, and it can understand me this time.
Oh, nice. You're casting command?
I'm casting command.
All right. Yeah, let's check that out. So,
will DC 16 negate?
Yeah, love it. Best of agility target things. Yeah, all right, cool. I love it. Let's see what we got. Where did my stats for it go? Will save, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's its worth save. And I'll use my shitty dice just for you.
Come
It rolled a
on.
natural one.
Woo!
Yeah, it looks into your eyes and hears the keyboard clacking, and you can see the fear as it tries to run away. Yeah,
please tell me it doesn't take me with it.
No, it is scared because you said flee. So it will use that on its turn as its action. So cool.
Did it drop me straight away or not?
I think it has to do it on its turn. The target, I don't know.
Doesn't really say.
If the target carries the command, yeah, so it has to carry because it lasts a round. So I'm going to say on its turn it has to do it.
Okay, so still holding, yeah.
But you can see it. Yeah, it's fear in its eyes. Altronus, what you do?
You're muted, Danny.
And now that I'm unmuted, I'm just going to chill on the boat because Keskodai seems to be doing some kind of magic thing with the vine creature.
So you can delay your turn, and then you can come in anytime between now and your next action. So it'll move you in initiative order, but basically you say, cool, I will delay, and then if nothing happens between now and your next turn, you would have moved the 15 feet down the way on its own.
Yeah.
Yep, cool.
I shall do that.
That's its turn. It's going to drop you and flee to the best of its ability. I'm going to roll a d4 to see which direction it wants to run. To south. Cool. It has a 60-foot move speed. So.
Ooh, 60 foot. Excellent.
Wow. It'll drop you, goes to there.
Run, my pretty.
So we definitely couldn't outrun it.
Well, that's it. It has 30 feet move, but it's going to use double action to run because you commanded it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
And then we flee like crazy.
yeah, that's its turn. Did you want to go now, Altronus, or are you going to wait still?
Keskodai, do you need help getting back on the boat? Are you getting back on the boat?
Yes, please come collect me. We should flee straight away.
All right. I'll take my action and move the boat closer to Keskodai.
Yep,
So
I'll allow your movement to get over to there comfortably enough, and you can use your action to pull them on if you like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Done. Cartr, you're up.
All right. I will move to join the rest of the group.
You sure you don't want to go further down?
We're going towards you.
Oh, right. Sweet. Do I just go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Catr.
just go.
Nice.
All right. Then I shall go, and I will spend my action to mend my droid.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you start the thing moving, and then you can cast your spell to bring your droid back to life.
And
Does your
I
dog have a
have-
name?
well, I like to call all NPCs Frederick. I don't know why.
Frederick
The
the droid.
E's is spelled with 3s.
yeah. But I have an engineering toolkit.
Well, I mean, you can just cast a spell, can't you?
Yeah. So like thematically, I'm just like using it. Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, I think you roll amount of health you heal them back, don't you?
Oh fuck yeah! I know how to play this. All right, woo! Come on! Hey, that's a 4.
It's okay. You manage to piece it back together as you slowly, as the nanobots extend whatever compartment you've got on your suit, and start piecing it back together on 4 health.
Amazing.
Great.
Can I just butt in there?
Yep.
So it's getting on a little bit.
It was.
2.5 hours, and I assume there's still a fair way to go in this adventure.
Quite possibly. I was going to just wrap it up.
Well, actually, I'm really enjoying this than about everybody else.
Part 2.
But I'm thinking
part 2?
for the first time in history, maybe we do a part 2.
Now we're 2-shot revolver.
Oh,
It's still the same one shot.
We're splitting.
yeah.
We're splitting her attack at minus
Oh,
4
God.
for each one.
all right.
So what do you think? Maybe next week, part 2?
You want to leave it on a cliffhanger to see whether you make it from this monster?
Are we actually going to be on a cliffhanger because we're on a river right now? So
Yeah, the waterfall is just 5 feet over this swing.
Yeah. It's like you're meant to go the other way.
Well, we can see if we get past the monster and then stop if you like.
Oh no! I think this is a good point to stop. Let's leave it there. Like you guys can
Hang on. Yeah.
prep and see. But if you're all willing to come back next Wednesday,
Oh my god! And that's there for you too, viewers. Next Wednesday at 7
Oh.
p.m. live stream. Yeah, got to do that plug. But 7 p.m.
Part 2. First
Melbourne time.
yeah,
First time
reloading.
in history of 10 episodes.
First time in history, we are reloading our one-shot revolver.
Quick. Yeah, but I'm really enjoying this game. Excellent.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
great.
too.
Well, look, I'm glad it's interesting. So we'll see how you go as you fight this horrid beast.
Haven't played
All right,
it before. but it's really good.
Yeah. Good.
All
Well,
right.
I'm glad.
So thanks everyone for tuning in.
Thank
We'll
you
do
for
part
tuning
2.
in. Much appreciated.
Sure.
We'll love you all later.
I still think we're all going to die.
Woo.
I think so
Yeah.
too. It'll be a quick
Don't kill us.
one-shot
Please
revolver.
don't kill us. I'm down to my hit points. My stamina points are gone.
Oh, I love it. All right.
See you, everyone.
All right.
Pleasure.
Let's log off.
Ciao.
Thanks,
Yeah.
everyone.
Bye.